are taking over your airwaves. In 3, 2, 1.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, zebras. Happy Tuesday. It is March 4th, 2025. It's a white day here at New Brunswick High School. My name is Mr. Nessie, and I'm coming to you live from the Julian Nicholas Podcast Studio here at New Brunswick High School. We got weather, we got announcements, and it's Trivia Tuesday. So buckle up. Here we go.
We'll make it sweet, we'll make it short. Now here for you is the weather report.
The weather, baby.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently 29 degrees in New Brunswick. It's cloudy, and we are going up to a high of 57 degrees today. We are past the low of 26, and we've got partly cloudy conditions expected around 4 o'clock today, with wind gusts up to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, we're looking at a high of 58. Thursday, high of 54. Friday, 48. That's your extended forecast for the week. Now let's get into today's morning announcements. Subscribe to the podcast, scan the Dino code, or go to zebrapodcastnetwork.com, where you can subscribe to not only the Zebra Morning Show, but you could check out Sazon Latino, Peer-to-Peer. We've got great content available for you, the students, staff, and the community here in New Brunswick. Ms. Morano, it's March. We're celebrating Women's History Month. What's our quote of the day today?
Good morning, this is Miss Morano with your quote of the day. I am a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Maya Angelou.
Thank you, Miss Morano. Today is National Sons Day. So shout out to all the sons that are out there. I'm a son. Mr. Allen, who's entering the studio, he is a son. It's also National Marching Music Day, National Grammar Day. Shout out to all of our English teachers. It is National Hug a GI Day. It's National Pound Cake Day and National Pancake Day. I don't know if I'm more excited for pancakes or being a son. We'll let the day play out. It is something special at IHOP today, Mr. Allen. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, New Brunswick High School.
All right, we're going to roll. We got this day in history. We'll bounce back and forth, Coach. What do we got?
1789. Government under U.S. Constitution begins.
Big day in American history. In 1861, Lincoln was inaugurated today.
And the next date we have is 1933. FDR was inaugurated today.
And on this date in 1974, People magazine launched with its first issue. Were you a reader of People?
Nah, I wasn't, I'll be honest. Not a huge reader. I'm a scanner.
Yeah. Looks good on the grocery checkout line.
Yeah, exactly.
Clubs meeting today. First up, we got the Craft and Crochet Club. They're meeting 2:45 to 3:45 in C304.
And the Hispanic Culture Club kicking it off from 2:45 to 3:45 in room D211.
Daily Tech Table. Technology can be serviced, repaired, or replaced. Through March 25th, they are at the bottom of the main staircase. You need SmartPass to get there. You need your physical student ID, and they'll be available from 8:30 to 9:15, and again from 1 until 1:45. And if you're watching this in advisory, now is the time to go and borrow a Chromebook if you don't have it. Don't try and do it later, because they're going to say no, and it's too late.
Yearbook. Here we go. $60. Order during advisory with Mr. McDermott or Miss Esposito in D204. You can also get that yearbook online. You can place that order with the card. And we also have a QR code here. Links and more information are available on our Instagram at NBHS_YB.
The Key Club and the Hispanic Culture Club, they are going to be hosting another blood drive. The Spring Blood Drive will be on March 19th in the Wrestling Room. You could sign up using the QR code that's on posters hung up around the school. You have to be at least 16 years old, and you need your parents' consent. And forms can be picked up on the Key Club bulletin board on the second floor in the C-Pod. Coach, are you a blood donor?
I am not. When I worked corporate America, one of my best friends, we worked at Dean Witter together, and they had the blood drive outside Exchange Place, and my boy didn't have a good experience, and that right there kind of like shook me up.
So you said, nope, not for...
Yeah, because he was laid out in the, I guess they're like a makeshift ambulance or something like that.
Yeah.
Around there. He was stretched, man. I said, I'm not, that might happen to me.
Okay. I might donate. Sometimes I do.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
I don't. Depends if I'm in the mood for Oreos or not. The snacks are usually what
That's
draw
what I was
me in.
about to say. Yeah, they do give snacks, right?
Yes.
National Honor Society, this is a good one. You're invited to the 2025 NHS induction ceremony on Monday, March 10th, 2025 at 6 o'clock in the auditorium.
Everybody's invited. Come out and support your peers or support your students who may be getting inducted next week. The Spectrum Literary and Art Magazine is accepting your artwork as well as your literary submissions of poetry and prose. You could submit electronically or physically. There is no theme this year, so it's wide open to your creativity. If you'd like more information or you want to submit something, see Mr. Thornburg.
Get involved. Join the Student Council. Student Council meets every first and third Thursday. In B321, the meetings go from 2:45 to 3:45. Class Council meets every second and fourth Thursday. Visit nbstudentcouncil.com. Instagram at nbhs.stuco.
Peer to Peer is the peer leadership podcast here at the high school. They've got a new episode out now that they recorded last week featuring Angela and Edwin. They had a great conversation. You can subscribe by scanning that QR code or go to zebrapodcastnetwork.com/peer-to-peer. And after you're done checking them out, you should go and check out Sazon Latino, the all-Spanish podcast hosted by your Hispanic Culture Club. We're going to get them back in studio very soon, so check out their back catalog of great episodes. Scan the QR code or go to zebrapodcastnetwork.com/Sazon Latino. All right, Coach, who you want to shout out today?
I gotta go with my former coworker right there. I'm shouting out the class of 2025, our seniors, Miss Bakari and Miss Evans. Big shout out to them. Got some good ones in that class when I'm thinking about the students. You got some good ones in there.
Yeah. Join the Google Classroom and make sure you follow them on Instagram because there's lots of important information coming out as you wind down your high school careers. For example, are you looking for money for college? I think we all are at some point. Join the guidance department and the New Brunswick Education Foundation for a workshop on local scholarships. If you're interested in the 2025 NBEF scholarship, please RSVP by reaching out to your guidance counselor for one of the NBEF workshops so you can secure a limited spot and learn about local money that they are ready to give you. Go get the money. Write the essays. Reach out to your guidance counselor for more information. We got a birthday shout out right from the Freshman Academy. Happy birthday to Ashley Nieto. Some of your friends hit me up and said, can you do a shout out for her? Her birthday is today. So happy birthday to Ashley. And if you want to get your birthday shout out on the show, you could do that. It's free. If today is also your birthday, happy birthday. You have Ashley in class?
I do have Ashley in class, yep.
I think she's getting like 15 punches today. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, oh man, that might start something.
Nah. All right, we got Zebra Morning Show merch. Scan the Dino code. Not a fundraiser because, there's red tape. You fundraised here, right, Coach?
Oh, yes.
It's easier to just sell the stuff it costs and not make any money. That's my approach.
Yep.
So if you want to pick up a hat, water bottle, we got all sorts of stuff. Scan the code, and we'd love to see you wearing that stuff around the school, but more importantly, wearing it out in the community because that's the best way to share a podcast. Tell other people.
Announcements. Submit announcements. Visit our website, zebrapodcastnetwork.com. You can submit something on our Google form or just send an old voicemail.
All right. And again, we don't have any sports because the spring season hasn't started yet. So we'll be back in a few weeks with the Zebra Sports Desk.
You're listening to the Zebra Podcast Network. Your school, your voice.
All right. It is February. No, it's not. It's March 4th.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Allen. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing fine.
Now, I prepared some trivia today.
Oh, okay. Let's do
So I
it.
thought I could come at you. This is 1980s trivia.
80s. Brady Bunch time and all of that. Okay.
All right, you feeling? Here we go. I'll actually give you a choice. We can pick some categories. We have general 80s trivia. We've got history trivia. We've got music 80s trivia. And we've got some entertainment 80s trivia. So where do you want to go on the board?
I think I got to go general. All of them categories would beat me up.
All right, we're going to go general. Here we go. In the 1988 movie Die Hard.
Okay.
Now, let's actually set this up. Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie?
Not a Christmas movie, although that scene at the end is during Christmas time.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm going to say not a Christmas movie.
Okay, that's not the question, though.
Got you.
In the 1988 film Die Hard, what is the name of the skyscraper in the film?
Hit me with a.
Hold on, I got to go get it.
You go.
We
I
were
might
looking
go
for
over, Dr. Nessie. I'm serious. I might go over.
Nakatomi Plaza. Okay. In the 1984 movie Ghostbusters,
Go ahead.
what is the name of the ghost in the library at the beginning of the movie?
Hit it.
We're looking for Slimer.
Nah, I really didn't watch Ghostbusters.
Okay. I'm going to hit you with another movie one.
Okay.
In the 1985 movie Back to the Future, what speed must the DeLorean reach to travel through time?
Mach.
Sorry, Coach.
Man, I was confident in that one.
88 miles per hour.
Oh. Back to the Future. Yeah, well, NBHS family, as you can see, trivia is not my thing. I needed sports. I think I would have been good to go. Like, my thing is, say a player and ask me what college he went to. You know what I'm saying? Or give me a college name, and I could tell you the mascot. That's my trivia. I'm a sports guy. Sorry.
Sports trivia. All right, I'm gonna hook you up. Hold on.
Uh-oh. He's gonna try to help me out here.
We're gonna do a search for 1980s sports trivia.
Oh, I gotta come through now.
All right, here we go. In 1985, the Chicago Bears drafted Clemson University defensive lineman William Perry, who is better known in the NFL by what nickname?
The refrigerator.
He's back.
Yeah.
All right. In 1989, pitcher Jim Abbott garnered headlines when he made his major league debut for the California Angels without ever having played in the minors. What physical feature also made Jim Abbott notable?
His right arm did not fully grow. I'm not sure what the term of that is called, but his right arm didn't fully grow. He fully grew. He was a left-handed pitcher.
That's right. He only had one hand.
University of Michigan. Go Blue.
Of course you were going to know that. Let's see. In the 1984 NBA draft, it is thought to be the best of all time with 4 first-round picks, later being named as the NBA's 50 greatest players of all time. The 4 were Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, and a guard from Gonzaga who went on to a 20-year career with the Utah Jazz. Name that player.
John Stockton.
That is correct. All right, here we go. This tennis player, born in Hoboken, New Jersey, became the youngest male winner of a Grand Slam event he won in 1989 at the French Open at the age of 17.
An American band born in Hoboken. Tennis. 17. So he, in 89, is around my age.
I could give you some options if you'd like.
I'll take the option.
All right, here we go. A, Michael Chang. B, Boris Becker. C, Andre Agassi. Or D, Jim Courier.
I think it's Jim Courier. Agassi. Becker's from Germany, I believe. Said Michael Chang, really?
Michael Chang, born in Hoboken, New Jersey, yes.
Wow.
All right, here we go. In 1980, this Pittsburgh Pirate outfielder and first baseman was named Sports Illustrated magazine's co-sportsman of the year along with Terry Bradshaw. Nicknamed Pops, he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1988, his first year of eligibility. Who is he?
First baseman, and you said right fielder?
He was an outfielder and first baseman. Nicknamed Pops.
Willie Stargell.
Willie Stargell is correct. Let's see. Which sports icon who entered professional sports in the 79-80 season is nicknamed the Great One?
Oh, man, that's me when I used to play hockey on roller skates, me and my friends. Wayne Gretzky. About to have his, I think Ovechkin has 10 goals to go to break his all-time record.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. You fan of hockey, fan of all sports. Who's the greater GOAT? Who dominated their sport more, Wayne Gretzky or Michael Jordan?
I would have to say Jordan.
It's not there's a right or wrong answer.
When these arguments come up, I've seen Jordan, I've seen all of these guys. To go 6 for 6, winning a championship, and then being the MVP 6 times, I think that just says a lot.
And that's not even including his Defensive Player of the Year, the All-NBA teams.
Yep. However, Wayne Gretzky, like I said, I remember me and my friends playing hockey in the middle of the street on roller skates. We would go take grocery carts and bring them back to our neighborhood and play in the middle of the street. I was Wayne Gretzky. I remember when he came on, and, this is early stages of cable. Whenever it came on, me and my uncle would watch. That's who taught me sports.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was a Rangers fan, but he was like, Wayne Gretzky's on, we watching, Ant. So I remember how he dominated.
Awesome.
Mark Messier, Yuri Curry, I think is how you say his name. Grant Fuhr was their goalie when he was with the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Last question. In 1989, this 9-time NBA All-Star and former player coach of the Seattle Supersonics was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame as a player In 1998, he became only the third player in NBA history to also be inducted as a coach.
Lenny Wilkins.
That's correct. I think there's some Lenny Wilkins in your coaching.
Sports is in my wheelhouse.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. That's our trivia. Anything else you want to talk about today?
Yeah. You and I dialogued yesterday real quick. Just so you guys know, this is not planned. We're going off the cuff here. I want to ask some questions about you because I think I've seen this thing evolve, but I never knew how it evolved.
Okay.
How did we get to this point of the Zebra Podcast network where now I'm seeing all this the equipment, and I know this evolves over years, but I remember when it wasn't this big. And walking in and seeing you go to work by yourself, and now it's, like I used to always say, the best high school morning show by far anywhere. How did this all come about? You got the board, all of these microphones. We got a TV up in here. We got nice, I don't know if these are gaming chairs.
Yeah.
Stuff on the wall, I guess, so echoes don't take place. How did this come about? That's my question.
So it started in my own classroom. Before the pandemic, I had gotten a Donors Choose grant to get some podcasting equipment because I do this outside of school. So what better way to enjoy your day job by bringing in your nighttime passions into the day? So I got some equipment, and I was dabbling in advisory with doing a Zebra morning show, and we would live stream it for like 15 minutes towards the end of first block. Remember when it was all tacked on together? So we would do class, and, I got some kids doing that version of it. And then the pandemic came, we're kind of coming out of that, and things were tough here when we were coming back into the building because we're learning how to go back to school, as the case was. And because I had done that, I was approached by the superintendent about starting a podcast club and doing something that would do the work to better spotlight the positive things in the school, whether it was students, staff, and could I do that? So I said, absolutely. I said, I'm just going to need a couple things. Okay. So then I said, I need space, and I put together a basic order of some of the equipment that you see here, and then like the decorations and kind of it's just a labor of love to, spend the time. Before I put the wallpaper up, it was painting the wall, a lot of, I don't have time to ask for permission to do some things. So just, get it done and do it in the name of, this is what the kids need.
Right.
So this is kind of how we get to where we are. We get the chairs. That's a great story. So I invited Dr. Johnson to come in.
Okay.
And he was a guest a couple years ago in June. And I didn't have this table. I have like a regular table, regular student desk chairs. And he comes in, he goes, this is really nice. And, but when I watch these kinds of things on YouTube, they got these nice couches and, all lights and everything. I said, who do I talk to about that? Who's got the money? So he opened his mouth, and then I said, who do I get? So he did the show that day. He's like, this is really fun. Let me know what kind of chairs you want. So I put together the order for chairs. We got the table. So it's just grown over time.
Okay. Nice. That's nice to know. So
this room that we're in, this was the science textbook room.
Okay. See, I wouldn't know that because I wasn't in the science department, but okay.
Neither was I, but
Right.
they said, here, you could have this closet.
Got you. Nice.
So, but then I came in, and like you see the shelf here in the corner, it was like that in a horseshoe in this room. I came in, you've seen me bring in tools from time to time. I took down all the shelving, got maintenance to take it away, kept one shelf that's bolted to the wall, so I got some storage. But yeah, what once was a closet, we can make some magic in here.
Okay. I feel like I'm in a part of Unsportsman. Like I watch that every morning while I'm getting dressed on ESPN. Your soundboard.
Yeah.
How do we get all of the sounds into there? How do you know which button to, if I want the ESPN moniker to come up or whatever, how do I know which button? How do I program that?
So on this soundboard, the company's called Tascam. So this board lets me put the 4 microphones in and 4 headphones out. And I've got these touchpad buttons that with my computer, I can load up sounds.
Okay.
And then it's literally, I name them and I can see the name of the sound and I know which button to hit.
Oh, okay, okay.
When I do stuff on my computer, there's a separate program I use, and that's the one that lets me bring in,
Yes, sir.
got the Robo Julian. So
Okay.
that gets set up over the years where when we do the episodes, when I edit them lightly, I go in and I just slice out those little sound bites. And this is a little program that's a soundboard that I have the names of the sounds, and that's how I could bring it in.
Okay.
So now you got to be careful what you say because I'll do Robo Allen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just make sure it's of great content. Let's say that.
I've always said, even with Julian and Adrian and the different students that I've had over the years, sometimes they say things where it's like, I could really take that out of context and just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have. But a lot of times the really good stuff just kind of goes by the wayside.
Got you. All right. What else did I have about that? I guess I should have did a better job like Chris Canty and those guys and come in with my notes. That's going to be the next time I come have the notes with me ready. Here's the big question. I know family time is key. I know you have 2 young boys. I think you coach baseball or you're around baseball a lot with them. I know you're a fan of baseball. People probably say to me, how do you have enough time to do what you do? How do you, with 2 kids, teach at Rutgers, right?
Yeah.
You do basketball games here. You do the clock and the announcement of the games. How do you, with all your time, or should I say lack of time, practice and use all of this equipment to be able to go live with it, and then it looks like you've been doing this for years? Because it amazes me, because I know, like, time is critical. By the time you deal with your family, you probably have a couple hours at night. What do you squeeze all of this time in at?
To learn, it's a lot of learning by doing. So a lot of this I cut my teeth on through just podcasting. And I've been doing this in general since 2014. So before I was even going live, just to be able to record and edit audio, that's something that's self-taught. And, what can take me a few minutes now, when I started, it was a couple hours. So I've become more efficient the more time I've put into doing it. But you mentioned time. The podcasting stuff, I've always done it when my wife is asleep, my kids are in bed. So it's a nighttime hobby. The stuff I do here, once I started going live really during the pandemic, we had lots of free time to do that kind of thing. So that's just taking that experience, and I mean, once it's a few clicks and then we just talk.
Okay.
It's not like we got a hamster on a wheel somewhere that keeps us live the whole time. So it's pretty self-sustaining, and being comfortable with technology. I'm not afraid to make a mistake. There's episodes I've done of this show where, even after a couple years, I don't notice something on the soundboard and the sound's not coming through, and somebody will comment, "We got no sound." All right, I'm still recording the show, so we just kind of push through sometimes.
Got you.
But mistakes have been made, and more mistakes will continue to be made. But that's how we learn and grow.
Here's another one for you. When you at home, do you watch a game and then commentate like you was in front of that, like you was doing the color analyst for that game? Do you ever watch a game and go, even if it's, I know you like the Yankees.
Yeah.
Do you watch and say, okay, I'm going to do the first 3 innings of this game where I'm going to be the guy who's going to end with the pitch, that type of stuff?
I've played around with that. Like I'll sit and watch with my boys, and like John Sterling, great radio voice of the Yankees. When we're watching on TV, we'll echo or emulate his type of home run call for the players. That was one of the first things I taught my older son to do when he first learned to talk. He could do the, Robbie Cano, don't you know, and things like that. But yeah, I who doesn't mess around doing play-by-play when they're watching a game?
Right.
I thought you were going to ask me if I sit around doing the in-stadium announcing, like for 3 and all that, but that's just
Yeah,
fun.
well, do you?
No, I don't.
Cool. I think that wraps up my little interview that I had in mind, because I just was like curious.
Curiosity is good.
Yes.
One of the things we're going to work on with you, Mr. Allen, is we're going to start some type of basketball show with you. Like, Rick Pitino's got his own little weekly show with like St. John's and all these college coaches. Why can't you have the best high school coaches show?
Oh, well, are we incorporate? We have to. You know, I don't get down like that. We have to incorporate all coaches. I'm with that. Like interview the coach, or something like that. I would be down with that.
So we need an athletic department podcast where we talk to all the different coaches.
Does it have to be athletic department, or could we just bring them in?
What do you mean?
Like you do the Maestro Monday.
I'm always looking for more work, so why not start a whole other show that's sports?
That's something we can dialogue. Remember now, see, I'm at the stage now where I do have a lot of free time on my hands now. My kids are all adultish, you know what I'm saying, and in college, so I'm open to that. You know, let's dialogue it.
All right, sounds good. All right, thank you for coming in, Mr. Allen. We got a big day of learning and teaching ahead of us.
Yeah.
We've got to get those objectives on the board and make sure we're having a great day here at New Brunswick High School. All right, wave goodbye. Say goodbye.
Be great, everybody. That's my mantra. Be great.
Thank you for listening to the Zebra Morning Show. Please tell a friend to help spread the word. Word of mouth is the best way to help us grow. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on X, Instagram, and Threads at Zebra Podcast Net. Visit our website at zebrapodcastnetwork.com where you can learn about joining us. And don't forget to send us your announcements and shout-outs. Have a great day, Zebra Nation.